Hi everybody and welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna be showing you guys how can you put your Linux operation system to sleep. Linux doesn't have much options when it comes to the menu and you go to choose logout, and what are the options that gives you is just the suspend mode. Some people like it, some people don't, and some people have some problems to try to go back into the desktop environment. So I decided to do this video and show you guys another way to work around that. The name of the application is called XScreensaver, but the name basically is Screensaver because when I open my settings, you'll see that it says Screensaver. That is the application that we're gonna install. To install this, you can do on a Debian-based distro, meaning any distro that is made from Debian you can use, and any distro that is made from Arch Linux you can use it. But the names are different. Here you'll see that is XScreensaver. On Arch base is XFC4-Screensaver. You can use this line to use the terminal on an Arch, and you can use this one. Sorry, I should have put like that. You can put like this one on a Debian and install, or you can just use the name and you can go into the software store, in this case, which is the Synaptic Package Manager, and then you go into the search tool, put the name, and it will search, and then you have here, as you can see, I already installed it. Because of this video, so I had to install it and set up to make it easier. Next, after you install, you need to do one more thing, and this is to go to the session startup. In this case, if you are using the XFC desk environment, you will get that application to make your life easier to choose which applications you want to run when the system is boot. In this case, you need to put a tick on Screen Lock Launch Screen Locker Program. This will be just one line, but when you reboot, which I advise you to do that, logout may work or may not. With me, it worked with logout and also work when I reboot. You will get another line, but you don't need to do nothing more. And after that, you want to log out. Or in this case, you want to go into a screen save. Let's say you want to go to the kitchen and do something quickly, but it took you more than 5 minutes. And in these 5 minutes, the screen was on. With the screensaver, that it will not happen, because what happened is, if you put, for instance, on a blank after, which means it will be black after 1 minute. I put 1 minute so you guys can see, but if I want to put 5 minutes and then I stay in the kitchen for 5 minutes, but then before I even reach the screen I have to go back again, by the time I come back it will be a black screen. And when I move the mouse, it will be locked, which gonna present with a small rectangular window asking for the login password, because you need the password. But if you don't want the password, you can just untick this box, and then what will happen is, no matter the time that you are away from the computer, it goes into the sleep mode after the 5 minutes. But when you go back and you just move the mouse around and click, it will open directly into your desktop environment. Now, you can go higher, lower, it depends on how many minutes you want, it's up to you. But in the end of the day, you don't want to go too much high. So some people put half an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes or so. I put 1 minute just to show you guys, and I'm gonna put into log mode, because after 1 minute, I'm not gonna use now the screen, because the moment you leave the screen alone and you don't move the mouse or touch it, the keyboard, in 1 minute it will completely go into a black screen. At that time, it will also lock the desktop. Meaning what? Meaning that if it's not you that is gonna put the password, it will not open the desk environment. It's the same way or similar way when you boot your system for the first time, and then it will prompt for you to put the password to access your desktop. And the same way is with the sleeping mode. This is good, as I said, for people if you are in a rush to do something and you need to go out of the house just to go across the road to the shop, and as you can see it's black now, and you just want to do a quick shop, but you worry that your computer is going to be more than 5 minutes or until you come back and so on. This way you can put an automatic or a timing that every time that you don't touch the screen is gonna go into sleeping mode, and this is what it is. Then when I move the mouse, as I said, he asked me for the login password. I need to put the password and then click enter, and that's it. You can do like that, and every time that you are not using the desktop for more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the time you put it, it will do that. That is the best way to put your Linux operation system to sleep. In my case, I don't use it because, well, I just go into logout, but most of the time I'm on my VirtualBox, so I just shut down the system, or the VirtualBox at least, and then I just log out from the main system. But some people like that option, and yeah, I think it's a good idea, yeah, if you want to use. On advanced mode you have more options, but I'm not really very well, my expertise when it comes to this advanced mode is not really the best, I would say, because I never really tried. But if you have a choice of random image, or you can go in browser into your pictures, for instance, if you have wallpapers and so on, and you can just do it. But I don't know, I never tried, so you can just try yourself and see if you like it or not. But that's it for me. I just wanted to show you guys a way of how to put your Linux into sleep. Now, let's say that one day you decide that after 5 minutes you're doing a work and it goes black after a few minutes because you are on the phone or something like that. You're not gonna lose your workflow that you have on a screen with this sleeping mode, because normal mode, the sleeping mode that you see, well, let's say Windows, you would lose your work, but with this one you don't lose your work. But I would advise you to save the work before that happens. If you want to remove that, you have two options. One, remove the application itself. Another one is to not activate on the booting time, so that way it's not gonna be active. In this case, I don't need, I just do that. I can keep or I can just remove. I hope this helped you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye.